Twilight fan fictions were life. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Fatimah.
And I'm Janay.
And we are KipnSip. And today we are going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Questionnaire. So, I guess we just get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why did we start this channel?
So we decided to start KipnSip. It wasn't really planned, but it was planned at the same time. We were just having a conversation over FaceTime about just like books we were reading and just catching up. You know, we haven't seen each other due to the pandemic, so we were just catching up and talking about like books and YouTube and like Bookstagram and stuff like that. And we were just like, oh, like I wish we just like always wanted to start like a booktube account. So we were just like, me too. So we just decided to go for it. So that's pretty much why we started KipnSip.
So yeah, and I'm really glad we did it because now I feel like it makes it so we always have something to do together.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not doing 2-3 hour long catch-ups like once or twice a month. Now we like are always in contact with each other.
Yeah.
And in case you guys don't know, we have been friends since the 7th grade. Well, we kind of knew each other in 7th grade, but it's really like 8th grade.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we've been friends since then. I guess we're like 12 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're both 24. So
long time.
in this for life. Yeah. So it's a great way for us to keep in touch.
Yeah. So. Okay. So what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Of course, I feel like our own opinions and our ideas of these books. Well, that's one thing that's going to be unique. We're not going to have the same opinion and thoughts as other people on certain books. So I feel like you can always expect us to be honest about.
Yeah.
You can expect us to be honest about what we're reading. We're not just like here throwing it at you like, oh yeah, this book could be definitely good, and we actually hated it.
Like we're not gonna blow smoke up your butts, okay? That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I think that's definitely one unique thing. What else do you think? We'll try to think of fun book tags and stuff to do. Like fun book videos.
And I think that it's like a good dynamic because we do vlog, like both of us do vlogging on our own, so you get our reactions individually and then we come together and we share them during our discussion portion.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited for about this new channel?
I'm excited for just to be able to connect with other booktubers because I feel like it's easier to connect with people on Instagram and like have Bookstagram, should I say,
right.
To have more like conversations and to react like now I'm kind of like getting used to like seeing certain people on Bookstagram and like their accounts and stuff. So I'm like getting used to like different people's style on Bookstagram and stuff like that. So I feel like with BookTube, it's also I'm excited to like be able to get to know other booktubers and see if other Bookstagram people also have YouTubes and stuff. So I feel like that's definitely something I'm excited for. Yeah.
Plus I feel like before this I had trouble like finding new books that I would be interested in. I feel like I would always like be behind in all of like the top books. Like I wait for the Goodreads wrap up when they're like, oh, top books for the year, and I would just have to go back and be like, okay, wait, what did people read in 2018? So now I feel like I'll be on the up and up. I'll be reading what everybody else is reading. I can do reactions with them. So yeah, I think that's gonna be fun.
I think like also like sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming because it's like every day you're seeing like new books. Oh, like this sounds so good. This sounds so good. Like put that on the list is a mile long, okay? Yeah. So, but it's still exciting, just to have like whenever you're ready to read something, you have unlimited options.
You're always gonna have options now.
So, why do you love reading? Okay. I just like reading because it's relaxing and it takes you to, of course, another world. And yeah, I just love reading different stories. I feel like it's reading is just a way to learn, and no matter like what kind of book it is. So
right.
That's why I like
Plus,
reading.
It's like highly entertaining whenever you don't have anything to do, or when you need a way to procrastinate. Reading just like it will fill all of your hours.
Honestly,
like, even it doesn't matter what genre it is. Like you can go into romance and like fills your time. Comedy if you need to pick me up. Suspense if you're just like, you know, I'm in the mood to like I want my mind to be blown. You know? So it's just like you can do anything with books, you know?
Honestly, yeah. It's like any mood you're in, it's just like, let me go for this, let me go for that. You know, you need a quick little novella, you need a little spice or something.
Right. And then it's also like learning, so it takes you away from like just Googling things. Like you can get like in-depth knowledge about something with just a book.
Definitely like also about like what is it? Like, you know, you can go for books for certain things, like or like, I don't know, if you're like cooking and something like that, like there's books for everything. So
there are. All right. What book or series got you into reading?
Ooh, I gotta think about this.
Well, if you gotta think, I can just go.
Oh, you go.
When I was younger, Judy Blume was that B. Okay? She really was. And I read anything that she wrote, I read it. And I'm not like not even lying. She was like top tier. And then I stopped reading for, oh my God. Every time I think of Judy Blume, I just think of, dear God, it's me, Margaret. Because it's that coming of age book. And like, okay, she got her period during the book. And I was just like, so I was confused. And then like later on, I got my period and I was like, oh my God, they talked about it in the Judy Blume book. So yeah.
Hashtag relatable.
I know. And then after that, I kind of stopped reading for a while, and then those damn Twilight books came along.
And then that fanfic came along.
That
fan fiction came along.
And then it was just like, I mean, storytelling.
At one point, that was all you were reading was fan fiction.
No, it actually was. Twilight fan fiction. They were like, let's not even like lie about this. Twilight fan fictions were life. Okay, that
Still
whole
never read one.
realm.
Oh my god!
All right, look, I got some recommendations. Like I'm gonna send you some PDFs. All right, don't you even worry. I got something for you.
I have to try it out and see. Let me see. For me, what book got me into read? To be honest, I can't remember like what books I were reading like in my like youth. I would say the most books I can remember was like when I was like in middle school, maybe like reading like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda. And I think maybe I started reading like Jennifer Armentrout, like her paranormal like fantasy books, in like middle school or high school area. So I would say like kind of like that, but I can't remember like way back. But yeah, it's been a while. But I think that's what one of the books, you know, or authors who got me into reading. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I think I would ask Reagan from Per Use Project.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I would ask her like I think I would ask her like, how do you read these thick fantasy books so quickly? Like I don't even know. I just feel like she's like a big fantasy reader. So I would just ask her like, how does she read all these fantasy books so quickly? Like me, I just be I don't know. Like those high fantasy books, she'd be going through them. I just be like, oh my gosh. But yeah. So I think I think
that's like kind of like what I would say and what I would ask, like, how do you guys read all of these books and finish them? Like what about when you have a book that like you're halfway through and you still kept going even though you knew you probably wouldn't like it you wouldn't like the book as a whole? Sometimes I'm just like, before I used to do that, and now I'm just like, life's too short, man. Like if I'm gonna finish a book, I'm just not gonna finish it. But
like,
how do you discipline yourself to be like, I'm going to finish these books?
Yeah, I think it's like, or sometimes, like, I did it once. Like, I pushed myself to finish this one book. It was just because, like, I wanted to add that book to my Goodreads goal. That was that was honestly the only reason why. But so sometimes maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, I've done that. I'm guilty. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that maybe one. Like, also, like, how do you guys read like 10 books in 1 month? Like, do y'all work as well?
I mean, some of them, that's their like, YouTube is their full-time job. So, like,
yeah,
I kind of get it. But other ones, like, what? Is this all you do in your spare time? Which is fine. I'm asking.
Like y'all know y'all be binge watching some Netflix shows. Right? So y'all should be reading.
Let us know. Give us a timeline of your day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Look. We've been having our kinks. So.
Challenges, I think it's just like getting used to like picking up the camera and vlogging, or the tech stuff. Like, I'm still learning.
I know.
That's a hard thing.
I feel like finishing the books on time. We have pushed filming days. Like, even filming this, we were actually supposed to film last week, but you see, your girl was having a stressful week at work, and books just didn't get read. So I think that's gonna be really challenging, especially because, like, we both work full-time jobs. Kip, you have 2, right? So,
yeah.
Like, trying to, like, balance reading our books, trying to get, like, filming and all that done, and then having, like, full-time jobs has just been crazy. And then we were both applying to grad school, so just having all of that together has really just been a challenge, making sure that we're on a schedule. So it's gotten we've gotten off schedule, but we're getting back. We're still gonna put up our videos on time.
Yeah, I think it's just like I think since we're still new and we're still getting used to, you know, getting a schedule and like figuring things out. So I feel like once we get a little bit better and, you know, learn what we're doing a little bit more, and I think that's will like be better. But I think right now it's just we're kind of going with the flow, getting everything started. But yeah.
Right.
So when did you start reading? So I kind of think that goes with an earlier question, but
yeah,
when did you start reading? I'd say young, fourth, fifth grade, maybe. I don't know. Really early. That's my answer.
I mean, I feel like I did young, maybe like 5th grade. I mean, I used to hate reading as a kid, like absolutely hate it. Like book reports, those books.
The Scholastic books.
Oh yeah, the Scholastic books, the books for like book reports in school. Look, sometimes they just wouldn't get read. All right, I figured some stuff out, but sometimes I just was like, I ain't gonna do this. So yeah. When Judy Blume books landed on my desk, that's when I felt like I actually started reading. And I think you're right. That was like 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah, definitely.
Where do you read?
Ooh. I read in different places, but mostly my bed. I think sometimes I read on the couch, and sometimes like reading but listening to audiobooks. So like while doing other stuff, then that's like, but most of the time it's like in my bed at nighttime, chilling. Same. And that's pretty much it.
Same.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Everything. Except. And you know what I'm going to say, Kit.
Oh, gosh.
Fantasy.
No.
Have you tried? Series could be fantasy, but I like human people. No.
They are human. Some of them are human in the fantasy books. Okay, so what do you like to read? I like to read mostly like literary fiction, and then of course some fantasy, some sci-fi. I like poetry. Of course some romance in there, here and there. I think the romance is like not, it's just like a filler sometimes. Like when you had like, you know, a quick little read if you need something.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what romance is for
read.
me. Nonfiction lately, the past year, I started to get into nonfiction. So yeah, I feel like everything. Or I know I haven't actually read that many thrillers or like mystery, so I want to get a little bit more into that. That was our whole newbie tag. Okay, well, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Do you feel like you know us yet? Are we besties? Maybe next time.